family watching tonight. Welcome. I'm very zoomed out tonight, which is weird, but you'll see why in just a second. So I am super excited that you guys all got me to 50 followers Thursday night. That was really, really awesome. Because now I'm like super close to affiliate. I just need to get the average viewers up. But as a thank you, we're gonna do some crafting. I got some really cool flower sets from Solo Wood Flowers. They're all wood, so they're pet safe, which is great for my cat. And we're gonna try doing some arrangements. So let me have a giant poster board that I'm gonna use as my work surface. So I'm gonna set that up real fast. But yeah, feel free to say hello in chat so that I know who's watching. I do know for a fact my family's watching, so that's an easy no-brainer one. But bear with me as I move some things around that I forgot to move before I started. Okay. That helps a little bit. And I have scissors over here. Hi, Becca and family, and Sindrager, welcome. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull some things over to show you what I've got. Sorry. Okay, so first box of goodies is this lovely bag of flowers. This is the RIP bag, so it's like really, I think it's really imperfect petals is what it stands for. So I don't know how easy it is to see because of the light, but some of them have like holes in the petals. Maybe I'll try to pull one up close to the camera in a minute to show you. And then I have wire stems, which will be used for putting into the flowers and then putting into everything else. And then I have softener, which I don't know if I'll use it tonight with this arrangement, we'll see. But it's basically to soften the flowers so that they're more like bendable and squishable. Probably won't use that tonight only because that would take a lot of extra prep and would require a bowl of water and drying time on these flowers. So we're not going to do that right now. And then next box. I've got individual little 25 packs of flowers, and the light makes it really hard to see, so I might adjust the light in a second. But this is a set of like, let's see, nope, that gets real bright. Hold on, let's adjust the light real quick. Because I want you guys to see the flowers. Audio's a bit soft, okay. Let me up my mic volume. Config video, it's gonna do some weird changes to the light, I think. Okay. So if I pull this up, oh goody, it does adjust. So you can see lots of pinks and greens and taupes. So we're gonna work with that and the light's just gonna adjust as we go. Microphone audio should be a little bit better now. Is that easier to hear me? Question mark, fingers crossed. Okay, while we're waiting on that, yes, okay, great. Next set of flowers is similar to the first one. It's a little more, has some purple hues in it too. I'm just gonna pile them in front of me so you can see them all. This one's fun. It kind of reminds me of like succulents. So it's a lot of bigger pink flowers, and then some greens and blues. Which are fun. And then this one, there's a lot of pinks I realize in all of these bags. Pinks, purples, and grays. I think it's like the amethyst jack. Oh no, did we lose the background? Oh no, what happened? Just a second. Let's just find out what happened there. want. Okay, there we go. You should be able to see it now. Okay. This is like the amethyst themed pack. Lots of purples. Two more. This one I think is going to be where a lot of the Christmassy stuff that I do comes from. This has a bunch of like corally reds and light pink beige colors. Camera makes them look a little greenish instead of beige and taupe, but yeah, it's probably a little bit better if I get them a little closer. There we go. And I think this is the last one. Yep. This one has like periwinkle, pink, and gray. So that's what we're working with. I just realized I left my hot glue sticks in the other room. So let me go grab those. Oh, before I do that though, I do have a vase. Don't know if I'm gonna use the vase, but I have one thing I definitely want to use tonight, which is this cute little basket. Probably make like a nice little centerpiece with this basket. So this is right here. I'm going to be right back with my glue sticks and floral foam. Okay. Lastly, I have my floral foam bricks and glue sticks for the hot glue gun. I also have a hot glue pot, but I realized I have to unscrew a piece. Basically, it's like this little pot, and then this piece goes on top, and it holds your glue stick in place. Get that a little closer so you can see. Holds the glue stick so it stands up on the side, and I totally forgot to unscrew that beforehand. Don't know if I have a small enough screwdriver for it either, so we're gonna make do with what we have because I can't unscrew that right now. So we'll use the glue gun instead, I think. Let's see. So if I'm starting with the basket, let me move flowers onto the floor so they're not in the way. Also, let me put a little bit of music on in the background. Let's see. I realize it's real quiet if I'm not talking. Let's see, what's the ambient soundscapes? No, I think we want something a little more fun. Let's try lo-fi. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay. I don't know what it sounds like, so I don't have my headphones easily accessible. Don't like that. A little loud? Okay. That should be a little bit better, but we're gonna try different music. I'm gonna try this one. This is a little bit more chill. Okay, that should be better. Let me know if it's too chill and put you to sleep. Sometimes it does, because I use this playlist for when I play the raft. Or if Minecraft music isn't working, I'll use it when I'm playing Minecraft as well. So, let's start with cutting open the floral foam. I need to figure out how much I need for the basket. It's gonna make a big mess probably, but that's okay. We'll deal with it as it goes. Is the music still loud? Or is it sounding better? Because I can't tell. It's okay? Good. Floral foam is great until you start to crush it accidentally. Let's see. This is not a tad loud, but okay. Where's the volume in a different spot? That should make it a little better. Okay. The floral foam probably doesn't help because the floral foam is loud as it crunches around a bit. Okay. So let's see if I do like. I'm just gonna show what this looks like. If I do one brick in the bottom, it kind of fits nicely, but then I might want like an extra brick. Although maybe one brick's fine. We will see as we go. I'm gonna probably prep the flowers first before putting them into the floral foam. So I need to figure out the glue gun situation because I don't really love the idea of using the glue gun itself. I'd much rather use the glue pot. Let's see. I don't even know if this cord will reach. Ooh, that's fun. Let's figure that out. I am gonna duck under my desk for a second and so I can move the power strip. Okay, cool. The glue pot does reach, so I'm gonna go find a really tiny screwdriver so I can get the glue stick mount attached. The right size. So we'll do that first. So what's everyone up to tonight? I know my family's playing Scrabble if I saw it correctly in that picture. What's everyone else up to? Puzzles too, fun. I miss doing puzzles. But, you know, you didn't hear that from me. Okay, and glue sticks are definitely narrower and thinner than the ones I wanted, but they were cheap, so it'll be fine. Time to plug it in. Okay, so while the glue is heating up, let's figure out what flowers. I definitely want to use this pack with like the corally red colors. I'm gonna open that one up first. recognize, so that's not super helpful. So yeah, I'll go with him. Electrical longboard. And let's do this music. Welcome if you're still watching. I don't know if you are. Welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna show, oh, they are actually really soft. I don't think I'll need the softener, which is fantastic. But here is the first flower. You can see all the detail in it. And it's like a corally red color. The color is definitely more accurate back here based on the lighting. Actually, let's see if I do that. Oh, that's better. The lighting gets better. Okay. So I've got these. They're kind of, I don't know what kind of flower they are. Mother, dearest, I know you're watching. Feel free to let me know if you know what the flower is, what kind of flower it is. I'll show it one more time. It's not quite a rose for sure, but these are a little bit bigger. I'll probably try to spread the petals out. Well, maybe I won't. They actually look okay as they are. Show it again. Okay. Big mum. I don't quite think it's a mum. There we go. I don't know. Is it a mum? It doesn't quite look like a mum to me, but the next one is a little bit bigger and tighter of a flower. Same color though. Oh, peony. Okay. I've got 3 of the first one, 3 of the bigger one. There's a couple more small red ones in here. These ones are called, so it's interesting, the wood flowers, they're very, very soft. They don't have any bark on them. Those are called skinless. It's kind of weird. And these are the ones with skins. There's actually little bits of bark you can see in the flower. This is a much smaller one. But I think, yeah, you can definitely see the bark on the edges of the petals. So they have a much more rustic look to them, which I like. I have 2 of those in here. Alright, and then these are definitely like more of a rose. These are the taupey. Oh, they're so soft to feel. Oh my goodness. I'm so impressed with the quality of these. These are definitely more like of a taupe color. They look a little blue in the camera, but that's okay. They're definitely more of a rose shape for sure. I have, looks like 5 of them. This is the same one, but it's a little bit bigger, and it has more curved petals, and the very center is really intricate looking. I don't know how easy it is to see it, but I love the center of it with a little spiral in the middle. Okay, so 5 of those color. And then these are extra delicate. Some of them have holes in them. I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a tulip. There we go. Kind of see it's a very light pink, almost white. Very, very delicate. We've got a couple, maybe like 3 of those. Yeah, 3, because then there's a couple smaller ones of the same flower, but in like a creamy white color. Oh, it's really hard to see. But I love how delicate and tiny and soft they are. And then lastly, we've got 3 of each of really tiny, like real tiny in my hand. It's really hard to see it. Real tiny little roses. 3 of them in pink and 3 of them in white. So I definitely want to use the red and white ones for like a Christmas. Let's see, I'm out of focus now. Hopefully that'll come back in focus in a second. But I definitely want to use the red and white and pink ones for a Christmas arrangement of some sort, which I think I'm going to do with the basket. And then the taupe ones I may put to the side for now. I'm going to adjust the lighting. Adjusting with me. Properties. Figure. Okay, that's I'm still super exposed. Check that again. Configure. That's too dark. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It looks a little grainy, unfortunately. But we'll leave that for now. That'll probably help a little bit. Not perfect, but it'll help. Okay, so I'm gonna move the bag now that that's empty. Okay. Next, let's look at the rip bag. Because there are so many colors in this bag. Some of them are really bright, so you can't see them right now, but they're mostly like pinks and whites and taupes and creams. Let's see, are there any green ones in here? Don't see any green in this. There's a couple like really light, like creamy lime green that I might be able to use. Okay, so I'm gonna wait to open that one. Although, no, I'm gonna open it now to get the red ones out. Let's do that. Oh, I just cut above the seam in the bag, so that didn't actually open. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one's actually really pretty looking. Also, I'm just noticing now they're tied off with string on the back side of the flowers. So that's cool. Alright, so there's this one. Oh, the lighting's still kind of funny. I'm so sorry, y'all, but I keep adjusting this lighting. Let's lower the brightness, though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The exposure is just a little bit too high. Maybe it's like that. Change anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's just try this for now. If anyone has suggestions on adjusting my lighting, feel free. Looks just fine. Okay. So here's this one. It's got a little bit more detail in the middle. That's also red. Let's see if I can find another red one or two. That's the same kind of flower. And it's interesting, these flowers come in sets, or you can get them without color on them at all, where you can actually buy dye from them and dye them yourself. I didn't want to do that because that would have been a lot of work, but got a couple others. This one's a little bit more, this one reminds me a little bit more of a mom, I think, but a little bit bigger. We've got some like maroon, purpley colors. That would be pretty. Ooh, there's like bright blue ones in here too. That's cool. And it's interesting that this bag is the rip bag. It's one that's supposed to have all like the imperfect flowers, but I feel like these look just as nice as the regular ones. I don't know. Oh, okay, this is really cool looking. I'm just gonna show you. I don't think I want to use this one. I'll save this for another arrangement of some sort, but this one has a ton of skins on it. Got up close with that one. Let's see. So you can see all of the wood grain on the edges, and then on the back, let's get a little closer there. You can see little holes in each petal, which is, I think, purposeful in the petal design. It's just so pretty looking. It's gonna go back in the bag though. I don't see any more red ones that I want to use in this. Might pull out some of the big white roses, because those might look nice. Oh, roses are really pretty to me for like Christmas white one I had. This one's even bigger. They're really exposed, but that's okay. Alright, let's put that bag down. Next bag. Let's see. This one has some of the greens. They're really light, but I think they might look really nice. We're gonna pull these out. Oh, there's actually a couple dark green ones in here. Ooh, they're real tiny. Definitely gonna use those because those are really pretty. I also totally forgot to buy filler, like greenery and leaves and stuff to go in between the flowers, and that's okay. I don't need that. Okay, they're so cute and small. Oh, there's a couple big ones. I don't think I'm gonna actually use, now that I'm seeing that I have these light green ones, or the dark green ones, I think I'm gonna just use the dark green and not the light green. I'm mixing up my greens in my speech, but that's okay. These are really pretty. Okay. I think I'm not gonna use those taupe ones, so we're just gonna stick those back. Although, let me know if you think I should use the taupe. Right now I've got a bunch of those coral red colors, a couple maroon, purpley, some dark green, ivory, and light pink, and then I've got these taupe ones. I like the taupe, but I don't know, do you think they should go in a Christmas arrangement? Okay, there's a couple more really nice green ones in here. Use taupe? Okay, cool. I will use taupe. They're a little bit lighter than the other dark greens because these ones don't have skins. The ones with skins tend to be a little bit darker, which is cool. Okay. I feel like looking at this, we've got a solid color array. Yeah, this is the bag with the purple, pink, gray. This is more like mauve and white. That one. Purple's great. That one. Okay, so I've got all of my flowers that I want to use. The glue is heating up nicely. I won't pick it up because it'll be hot, but just know down here the stick is now like a quarter of the height it was before, and the rest of the glue has melted into the pot and it's just sitting in the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna actually open up stems now. Use one set at a time. So these are super, super long. I think there's like 12 or so in each batch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, 12. Pull the rubber bands off of these to get them apart. The nice thing is they can be cut really easily down to size because I definitely don't need stems this tall coming out of the basket. So like for reference, here's the basket. I'll probably only need, like if it was hitting the bottom, I'd only need to cut it down to like a third of the wire. You know, it's hard to see because it's so thin, but it's gonna be really nice. So one thing I've seen online, some of these flowers have really long bottoms to them. Pull this closer so you can see. It's got a long bottom, so a lot of people recommend snipping that so that it's a little more flat, and then the wire goes in a little bit better once it's glued. So I think we'll just kind of move the flowers this way. Get the basket ready. I think I probably will only need the one floral foam brick, just because I can just stick it in so many ways from there. Let's just start. I'm kind of nervous, but let's just do it. Okay, I need another glue stick too while that's melted now. wire, one thing I've seen too is stick it first and then cut the wire after. This one has a flat bottom, which will make it a little bit easier, so let's just try it. Okay. So just gotta make sure I get plenty of glue. Okay. Stick it in a little bit. That feels pretty stuck, so that's good. So I want it to be around here. Just figure out where I need to cut the wire. Let's see if it'll cut. I know where I want it cut now, at least. I'm trying not to. There we go. Okay. So, got our first flower. That's actually drying really nicely on there too. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to lay it, I don't think. Let's just stick it in. I know, it's so exciting. Let's just stick it right in the middle. That'll be our first one. Okay. And I can adjust it afterwards, which is nice. Okay, so let's just keep going. Let's do a big white one next to it. So actually this one, the bottom of it kind of opened up a little bit. I know it's really hard. I don't have a wire cutter, I don't think, unfortunately, but the scissors work fine. If I get it up high enough on the scissors, they should be fine. So this one, because there's an opening, I'll actually be able to get the glue inside the flower a little bit, which is really good. So. Right in there. Okay, so that feels really firm already, which is great. Now this is a rip flower. There's one little piece of the petal here that's kind of falling off. I'm just gonna yoink it a little. I don't want that falling off in the bouquet or in the arrangement. And around halfway. There we go. Okay. Number 2 done. Daddy said in Kevin's tool set. Okay, let me take a look. He's checking. Thank you, Daddy. Alright, so while we're waiting on that, let's stick this one in. Oh, do the pliers have? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the pliers have the wire cutter on them. Thank you. Okay, second flower is in. Alright, should I do a taupe one next? Maybe next to those two, maybe? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, this one, I think I'm gonna just trim off a little bottom bit to make sure I have a hole that I can stick the wire in a little bit further. Okay, that looks better. Okay. Oh, the glue is so fun. I wish I could show you without like burning myself. Yeah, it's hot. Can't pick up that pot. Okay. Also, how's the music sounding? Just out of curiosity. Still sounding good? We're gonna blow on it, help it cool faster. Very nice. Okay, cool. That wire is too long. Do I want it? Yeah, I definitely don't need it to be that long. But if I cut it any shorter, I won't have enough for another flower. So we'll just leave it as is, so I can bend the wire as I go. Oh, it's so loud going in. Oh, this one got caught. one definitely didn't feel quite as solid. So let me pull that one back out for a second. Let me see if I can get a little bit more glue on that. I'm actually just gonna trim off the very, nope, not gonna use the scissors anymore. Use the wire cutter on this. There we go. And I'm gonna take the little piece of wire and just so I can like wipe on a little extra glue on this so it holds a little better. Okay. That looks a little better. And now that it's shorter, it should fit a little bit nicer. Not going to tilt that too much. Once everything's in, it'll be a little bit easier. And I can probably cut the foam blocks to put a little filler on the side for that too. So far so good. Let's do some more red ones. Real loud. Oh, okay. That like, you can barely see the wire in front of my face. Make this a little bit, smoosh it around, and it does dry really fast. I wish it took a little bit longer to dry because it'd be easier to know that it's solid. Yep, because there it just went. Let's pull that glue off and try again. See if I can make like a little hole in the flower first. Okay, there we go. That should help a little bit because it'll give me a spot to stick some glue into. Okay, there we go. That feels so much more secure. And I just gotta do it faster to make sure it goes into the flower faster. I think that's the key at this point. Again, I do apologize that all this stuff is like super loud as I'm moving it around. That's okay. Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna push this red one a little further in. There we go, I think that's better. Should I do a green one next? I don't think I showed this one up close, so I'll show this one real fast. The middle of it is like my favorite part. It's nice and flat otherwise. So let's do this one. Squishing into the flower really nicely, so it shouldn't fall off. Cool. Okay. bright on camera, but it's nice and like muted in person, so it's gonna look, I don't know, country chic and like, I don't know if that's quite the right word, but ooh, this, okay, I'm gonna do some of these ones for sure, but let's go and try cute tiny little rose. They're so tiny. That one's got a nice little hole for the wire to go straight in. Okay. Also, Rebecca, I would totally recommend trying these flowers and trying to make bouquets yourself, because honestly, this is so much easier than I could have thought it would be. That looks nice so far. I may have to consider hot gluing the floral foam block to the basket. We'll see how sturdy it feels at the end though. Okay, let's do some more red. This is the Christmas arrangement after all. And honestly, the flowers, like, I know I got them on sale, but they're so nice feeling that the price is totally worth it. And for the most part, they're honestly pretty easy to stick the wire in as well. Wow, it looks so bright. Like, my shirt color-wise looks pretty accurate, but this is so much brighter than it actually is in person. Make sure that's nice and dry. Okay, yeah, that was dry. Out a little and curve it in a little so that it's, there we go. Okay, now it's a little better. Should I? Okay, I'm torn about whether to do these pink ones. You know, they're really light and they're more like tulip style. I don't know. I'm torn about the pink ones. I'm not sure the pink's gonna look as nice as I want it to in the bouquet. Although now that I realize it, I think the real tiny little rose, I think that's actually pink. So I'm gonna stick with the pink. So I am gonna trim the bottom of the flower on this one though, because it's really long. Here, I'll put it in front of my shirt so you can see it a little bit better. I have a hole to stick the wire through. It's not like, there we go. Too much of a string of glue coming out. I might have to let this dry and just pull it off because it's really stringy. But let's see. Nope, not scissors. Don't want to be using scissors for that. Show off arrangement so far. Looking pretty nice. I think it's time to add some more green though, for sure. I'm gonna try one with the skins on because I really love the look of these. They are a little bit firmer, especially because this one has thicker petals. But overall, still pretty easy to stick that wire in. Okay, I think green will look good there. Bend that wire so it can stick in a little bit more. That looks good. I don't want it to be like perfectly flat across the top either. I do want some depth to it. Let's do one of the tiny green ones. They're so cute. Got a little extra glue hanging in a string on that one. We'll snip that off. Much. Also, I realize that when I'm like really focused, I'm talking really quietly, so if I'm talking too quietly, let me know, please. Let's do right here in the front. Turn that around. Make it way easier to see. Hi. Okay. Kevin's saying hello. How's it look so far?
It's very good.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I take up like all of the entranceway into the room. Bye. Okay. Alrighty, so this is what we've got right now. I did put a little green one right there. Let's see, let's hold that block stable. So that's what we're looking at right now. I do like how the different flower varieties make the same color look a little different. Like these reds, they're all the same, but they look very different on camera too. Okay, should I try one of these maroon purple ones, or should I save them for a different arrangement? Thoughts? Not 100% sure that they go for Chris's arrangement. Anyone have an opinion? Use them? Yeah? Okay. I feel like I like the look of them, but like I wasn't 100% sure that they work for Christmassy. But at the same time, I could just also keep this arrangement for other times of the year too, so I can make it look a little less Christmassy. So let's see how the bottoms of these look. See what's gonna be easiest to stick first. Ooh, this one's gonna be really hard to stick, so I may not use this one. I might just use two of them. The bottoms one's like really dense. I don't know if I can stick a wire through that. I'd be really worried about breaking it, I think. Okay. Where these two have a little bit of a looser bottom to them. Sounds so weird to say. But the base of the flower, let's call it the base, where the stem meets the flower, is a little bit more open with room to stick the wire in. Looks really nice. Actually, let's try something with the way I stick this in. I'm gonna shift the really tiny green one I did. Just gonna adjust the wire so it's not bent as much. I'm gonna stick this in between some of the flowers I've already put in. Ooh, okay, that looks really nice because that actually fills in some of the gaps a little bit better. You can see a little green one up at the top there. All right, I think it's time we go back to some more red flowers. Let's use one with skins again. I really love the look of these. Also, at some point, I should link the website. This is not a promotion for Silhouette flowers. I just really like them, and I'll probably link the website so people can go to their website later if they want. I highly recommend these, and I've only been using them for half hour. Hi, Bush League. Thank you. I am having a good Saturday. We decorated for Christmas today. A little bit late because, you know, my husband didn't have the energy to do it, COVID and all that, but finally did that today, so that was really fun. Nope, that's not gonna stick in that spot the way I want it to. Pull that out. Hi, Pliskanoob. Welcome. That was a very different stream than what you guys saw last time you were in chat. I think that wire too long. No, I don't think it, well, maybe it's too long. He's feeling much better. Still not 100%, but he's starting to taste things again. That's good. We ordered Qdoba for dinner so he could have something a little more flavorful with some spice to it as well. So he very much enjoyed that. And what else did we have? He had salad for lunch today, which I was really surprised he could taste that. So that was nice. He's definitely starting to, for sure, be on the up and up. The breathing is still an issue. We actually got him a new desk. So before we were using, and it's behind this right in this blanket that's hanging here, but we have a lateral filing cabinet instead of the tall ones, it's a wide one, and that was his desk for past year or two. And now that we have an actual desk for him, he's very excited. And we also have his PC being built. But all that to say, he got really winded when we were trying to put the desk together, which I felt really bad, but definitely not as bad as it was before, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna use another taupe rose. I just like the look of these. Here. I'm gonna keep this in a spot where everyone can see it a little bit more too while I'm doing this. just a couple of the wires that they aren't so inset into the basket. All right, I do need to do more on this side for sure. Let's go in. Use that, or oh, I should use one of these flat red ones. I like these. These are similar to the flat green ones, but so if you'll notice, I'm trying to hold both of these up so you can see the difference. The green ones have texture in the middle, whereas the red ones are pretty flat. So yeah. Oh, I'm just having fun showing the different types of flowers off. Okay. Also, the other really cool thing that I liked about solo wood flowers, shameless plug, is that they actually want their people that buy them to like sell them as well. So it's not like the multi-level marketing kind of schemes that you hear about, like Mary Kay and 31, Arbonne, and all that. It's more like they just want people to be vendors for them, and they don't like try to take all of the profit for it either necessarily. A lot of people that sell them actually will buy them, and rather than sell them as is, they'll buy them and make arrangements and then sell those arrangements, which is kind of cool. So, and they're fun. Like, it's cool to just do flower arrangements all day and get paid for it. Did I make that wire too short? I may have. Let's see. I think it's time to add another purpley one. So like I said, the one purplish flower, the bottoms, maybe I can poke a hole in it with the wire before the glue. That I might be able to do. We'll try that in a second, but let's do this one first. It just shift in a little further. Okay, that's extra tall, so let's trim that. Still okay? Yeah, it is. Okay. The difficult thing with some of these right now, especially the little white and pink flowers, that they're really delicate. So I'm trying very hard not to like shove petals around. That's looking really nice. I may, when it's all done, like go around and like pull some flowers up so that they're a little bit higher in the basket, but we'll see here when I'm done, like how many flowers I have and how much more I want to add. I think I could use either some more white or some more taupe or pink. Two little pink ones. I like the little pink one. Oh, and there's the perfect spot for it. So dang tiny. I don't know if the color is gonna. There we go. Almost saw it for a second. There we go. It was wobbling all over the place, but that's okay. this is the one I added right here, and it just fits in so nicely. There's no gap. Awesome. Okay, cool. I think I gotta work on adding stuff here. So maybe let's do another taupe one. Let's see. I don't want to go too big because I want the red ones to be the focus. We'll do this one. That one I gotta trim the base of for sure. Ideal because that's going to be all over everything that's on the table now. All over my hands probably, but that's okay. Okay. Ooh, you can definitely see the color more from back here. Okay, yeah, so that's a lot easier to see now. How intricate the middle of these flowers is. Which I love just so much. Okay. Let's trim that stem. We're getting a little short on the sides. I should probably start pulling them out so they stand a little higher. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, so this one, I don't know how close I can get to show you this. But the bottom of that flower there, you can kind of see is really dense. So this is one that I have to kind of poke a hole in ahead of time. There we go, okay. Once I feel that hole go in, now I can actually visibly see it now. So that means it's gonna be a lot easier to stick it in with the glue. Looking at this, I think it's time for either another white one or another green one. We're gonna do a big white one. As much as I love this massive one, it's a little bit too different from everything else. I'm gonna save this one for something else, I think. Maybe I'll save it for a bouquet because I have that vase in here. Let's see, out of these two, this one looks a little bit sturdier, so we'll go with this one. Interesting how like these flowers are really soft, but they're wood, but they actually in some instances feel almost like really fine styrofoam, which is interesting because you don't think of wood feeling like that soft ever. going by so much faster than I thought it would. Okay, so looking at this overall, definitely need more red. These. Do you have filler? I don't. So my original plan, their filler is kind of expensive on their website. So my original plan was actually to get filler from Hobby Lobby. And then Kevin got COVID, and today is technically our first day where we don't have to quarantine. So I haven't had the chance to go out, and then what I ended up doing was I bought the floral foam and the hot glue on Amazon, but I totally forgot to buy filler. So no filler right now, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting all the flowers in as if I won't have filler, but if I do end up getting some, I'll stick some in after, because that won't take up a ton of space where I have to pull flowers out necessarily. I might have to shift them around a little bit. So I am kind of bummed that I forgot about flick filler online, but it's really, honestly, filler I feel like is something that can look really cheap when it's fake, and I can't really afford to get real filler either with having a cat, especially when you don't know what's safe for him and what's not. So my thought process, I think at this point will be I'll go to Hobby Lobby in the next week or two and find some if I want it, because I'd much rather see it in person before buying it. Do a couple small white ones. Do one over here on the end. One over here maybe. Here. Yeah, I think doing just the one floral foam brick was smart. I may still hot glue it in afterwards, but we shall see if it's needed once all the flowers are in. I will say too, I ended up putting 2 glue sticks into the glue pot, and that's more than enough. Like, I've got plenty in there. Granted, I got a pack of 100 glue sticks for like $5, so it doesn't really matter if I use all of it, what's in the glue pot right now or not, but a little glue goes a long way with these too. Put it on this end with the red. There's just a lot of red in one spot right here. Oh, I've got a lot of foam notifications. I'll look at those in a little bit. Okay, so that little red one, or white one, looks really nice there with the red. Alright, I think it's time to go back to some green. I still have a couple small green ones. Let's do a couple of the small buds. They're really pretty. I keep saying they're really pretty, but they are. This one. Now let me show this one up close again, because this one is one with skins, and it's really tiny, but the petals are super thick. So you can see just how thick these petals are compared to, let's say, these little white ones. Like, those are extra thin, and they're even curled on the edges. So just the variation in these flowers that they make is really cool. Come on, go in. will say too, all of this has only used, let's see how many wires, 4 2/3 wires left. So I've used, what, 7 1/3 of these wires for just this one. Okay, that's it. Like, these wires go really far because I'm trimming them all into, I think, yeah, I'm going in thirds with all of these right now. I've got 24 more wires off to the side. Throw out these greens now. Get them done. I didn't even think about this thing could be sticking. Let's do it here on the end with that little white one. There we go. Looks nice. What does it need? Use another big red here. Maybe another whiter taupe. This one's a little bit smaller out of the two. Ooh, that one's a really solid back. Get a hole in that one. Okay, close enough. Okay. I think let's get that there. Yeah, I'll definitely need to trim this one a little. Yeah, that looks nice. I got that one there. Okay, so I really just gotta kind of fill in the edges now because I don't want to see the foam block. And yeah, I don't think I need to, more green. Okay. I don't think I need to hot glue the foam to the basket because now that there's a lot of flowers, it doesn't want to tilt as much. So yeah, I don't have any green on this back side here. So I've got one of like the rose style ones, and then I've got, they're not quite roses, but, and then I've got 3 of these. I'll go with one of these ones for this side. Go with the bigger one of them. Yeah, this one. So much of the string is just caught. Okay, there we go. don't unfortunately know if I'll be able to fit any green in the middle at this point, but I've got a couple greens in the middle, one with the taupe, so it should be okay. Could use a white one here though. Let's throw a little tiny, maybe I'll, yeah, let's do a big one there. Let's do a big one, why not? Some of this loose strings sitting on the side though first, and get those back into the pot at the very least. You know, I guess too, like with the glue in the pot, when it cools, it's just gonna be a little disc in there, so I can just reheat it as is. I'll just have to clean it out of the pot and just reheat it the way it is in there. Went in too far. I think we're good though. Feels a little insecure, so I'm just going to try to add a little more in there. Okay. There we go. That should help. Delicate. These roses with the curled edges, very, very thin. Like I could see through, like you can see light coming through the wood. So I've got to be really careful as I squish it that I'm not squishing it too much or rubbing the petals up against anything. There we go. So that's white one right here. Let's do another green somewhere. Let's see if I can fit another one in. Can I fit one here in the middle? Oh, that's a little tight for one in the middle. I think I can fit one down here though maybe. What a green one. Ooh, here. Right there. Now I'm curious, who was the one out of all of you family people that suggested green? Who could it be? Oh, really? That's impressive. I would have expected it was Mother. Although if you were suggesting green in place of filler, then that makes a little more sense. Let's try that. Okay, we gotta fill in some more on this side here. Okay, so let me show you what we've got left. I do want to add a couple more white ones, I think. But we've got 2 taupe left, 2 bigger ones. And then 2 green, but I think I'm good on green. These are the 2 green I have left. Got 3 red ones. I'll show them one at a time. So we got this red one with skins, and this really big red one I don't think will fit, but I could always try. And then we've got the one purple. This is the one that was really dense on the bottom. I don't think it's gonna fit in, but we'll see. If you guys all really want the red or the purple, I can try that one. And then After that, we've got the two little pink ones. And then we've got all of these little white, I think one of these is pink. It's really hard to tell sometimes. All of these little ones. So, this side I think tends to have smaller ones, so one bigger one might not be a bad idea. Also, it's warm in here. I should take a drink of something. Oh. Hydration break with really sugary sweet tea. Not as hydrating as I'd like, but it's fine. It tastes good. Okay. So I'll need, yeah, like I was saying, I think I need a couple more here on the edge. Maybe one more on this end here. And that should be about it, honestly. The rest of it, like the middle looks really nice and full, and this side looks nice and full. So let's definitely do a taupe here. I don't have taupe on that side as much. Which one of these? This one's smaller, so we'll go with the smaller of the two, just because there's not a lot of space there. Oh, I don't want to cut it first. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Overhang the basket. I'm gonna try. It's a little bit tricky. If I had filler, that'd be really easy. I think once I have filler, I can definitely do that. With the flowers by themselves, I don't know if I can. I would love to though with filler. But I'll try. I'll try to get some of that overhang. Right now, the way I have it, it's kind of like the edges, like especially this edge, this is the finished edge, they're right along the edge of the basket. I can definitely try, for sure. Okay, so this taupe one's gonna go here. Actually shifted everything, so I actually have a little more space for a couple small ones. So let's do a little pink one. Maybe one more red here. Maybe I could put one more green there. Let's try that. Let's do the Skins red one. That'll fit nicely there. I think I do need to poke a hole in this one on the back though. Another cool thing I was thinking about too, like some of these flowers, the wires are secure enough with the bases of these flowers that you could totally do this without glue and reuse each flower in itself. Like pull the wire out through a longer wire, or pull the wire out through a bamboo stick instead. If you wanted to reuse these flowers, which I think is kind of cool. Because these are definitely, some of them are definitely secure enough that if you wanted to put it in an arrangement like this, pull them out later using a bouquet, you totally could. Okay, that little skins one, they're real nice. Okay. So, okay, I finished this side, whole side. I might have to go digging for more flowers, actually. Let's check the rip bag again. I could definitely pull some more white ones out. That might not be a bad idea. Let's see, this one look kind of nice there. Let's use that white one. And there are a bunch of taupe colors in here too. What's this red one down here? This might be too bright. Well, no, that works. Let's use that one too. That'll give us a little bit more color since we're running low on some of the more Christmassy looking ones. So I know earlier in the stream when I was like unboxing everything, I had unboxed it myself previously, but when I was unboxing a little bit of it, I had mentioned that I have the softeners, the Sola softener, which is like a solution that you can put, you can either mix it with water and dip the flowers in, or you can mix it with water in a spray bottle and just mist it over the flowers, and it'll make them really soft and squishy, so they're less likely to break. What I'll probably do, I need to get a spray bottle if I'm going to do this. I don't have a spray bottle currently, but what I'm probably going to do is do the spray method, because I think then it lasts so much longer because it's already in a bottle rather than in a bowl for dipping. So that's probably what I'll be doing. Also, would you all be interested in watching another stream like this? Like, I'm finding this really relaxing. Like, I love streaming games, but would you enjoy watching more flower arranging streams? Like, this is fun. Yes? Okay, cool. So maybe like, maybe for different holidays, I'll do that. Because I've got just so many, such a wide range of colors, and I honestly, like, I got a really good deal on all this at the sale that I bought these for. It was buy one, get two free. And it was literally anything. So they actually had a buying guide for the sale on their website where it was like, okay, if you have 3 items over $50, don't put items that are $5 or $10 in the same cart and check out all in the same order. Separate your orders so that you have like priced things so that you're getting the most out of the sale. So all of these bags of 25 flowers were like 27, 28 bucks. So then you're getting 75 flowers for 27, 28 bucks. So I got 6 of these bags. Plus that giant rip bag where it's the really imperfect petals. It's between 80 and 150 flowers, depending on the bag you get, for $5. So I got close to 300 flowers for under $100. Then I also bought the wire stems and the glue pot and glue gun and the softener. The only thing I didn't buy from them was the sticks, the glue sticks and the floral foam, because that was a little overpriced. But my goodness, it was so inexpensive. Like, I'd totally be fine buying these at full price because they're gonna last forever. Not something I'd recommend if you don't have the money to do it. Like, I didn't really, which is why I did it with the sale instead. But yeah, I would, it's definitely worth it. Okay, that flower kind of moved away, I don't like. Let's shift that over a little bit. That's a little better. Okay, I gotta finish focusing here. So, I think I'm putting, where did I want to put another taupe? Here maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Will it fit there? The question might make more of a gap here, but that's okay. Let's just do that. Or no, I was gonna put a red one here. Let's do the red one first. Just so I can see what the balance color-wise is for the whole arrangement. Okay, that looks really nice. Let's trim that. I end up having like an extra 2 inches at the end of each of these wires after trimming them up. That's okay. That looks nice right there. Oh, it looks so bright on camera, but it's really not. Let me get this a little closer so you can see. Yeah, so it's not really quite as bright as it looks when you're looking at it by me. They're a little bit more muted colors, which I honestly prefer the more muted look anyways. So yeah. Okay, taupe. Let's, if I put the taupe there, it's just gonna shift the red one, which, yeah, it looks like it's gonna shift the whole arrangement, but that's okay. It might, this one's squishy to begin with, so it might work. Long strand move. Excessive on that one, that's okay. Pull it off, stick it right back in the pot. There we go. Don't want to cut too short on this one. Height-wise, it's kind of uneven right now. This side is much taller, but I could probably pretty easily go in there with something, lift them a little. Or I could just probably pull the block out, lift them, and put it back in. That's something I can probably pretty easily do. Let's finish getting a couple more small flowers in there. Let's see, what do you think needs to go on this side? Kind of thinking another red one should go right here, maybe. Yeah? Another red? Thinking red here. That would look nice. It's more of the corally red. Let's do this one, it's gonna be a little more squishable. then I think like there's a couple gaps around the edges, but I am thinking if I'm gonna get filler, those gaps might not be a bad thing right now. As unfinished as it looks, don't love that, but I think it might look better that way long term. I gotta start doing some shifting with some of these to make sure they're not like, that one's starting to rip. Don't want that to rip. Okay. Make sure they're not like crushing other flowers. That's gonna help too with making it look a little more even on top. This green one should just go down a little further. Oh, I don't know if it can. There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit more even now. Not 100% perfect. This side still looks taller. Let's see if I can blend them out further. That looks better. Okay. Well, as I'm looking around it, I don't know if there's any more gaps that I need to fill. Oh, I could use one more right there, I think. Let's see. Oh, I should put one more green in. All right, which green? Let me show you where it's gonna go first. It's gonna go right here between a taupe and a white one. Should I do this one? Style? Or this one? So the flat one or the tall one? Flat or tall? What do you think? Just gonna dance around on screen for a moment. Show them again. This one, flat one, or the tall one? What do you think? They smell really nice. I didn't smell them before. I don't have any, like you can spray, you can get like scented spray for them to make them smell like flowers. The tall one? Okay. You can get scented stuff to spray on them to make them smell more like real flowers. But I'm not gonna bother with that right now. But they actually smell really nice by themselves because they just smell like fresh cut wood. Which, for me, it's a really nice smell. That's what that one looks like right there. These ones tend to stick out a little more. This is the one that was sticking out in the middle, where the one side was taller than the rest of the flowers. So also wonder, I'm looking in at the block of floral foam. It's very crooked inside the basket now. I stick my hand in and shift it. That definitely helps. It makes it a little bit more level. There we go. That actually makes it lay a little bit nicer in the basket. Ta-da! I'm gonna show that up close for y'all. So that's the first arrangement done. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of it real quick. And for those watching, if you haven't joined my Discord yet, you should. I'm gonna post the picture in the Discord. Okay. First flower arrangement is done. Okay. Also, I just realized, no, not that side. This side. This logo looks really funny. The background behind it is super dark. Let me just get rid of all of these notifications just building on my phone. I've got too many. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and set this just off to the side for now. I don't know, I'm probably gonna put this either on my kitchen table or, yeah, probably kitchen table. It's probably the best spot for it. But let's go ahead and pull out the vase and try doing a bouquet style of something. I don't know what. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do real quick. So I did actually end up going for the full 12 stems. So I've got 24 more here that we'll work with. But what I'm going to do first is just kind of sweep off all the little bits of broken petals that I have here, as well as the little pieces of wire that I'm not using, because I've got like all these little like 2-inch long pieces of wire. Let's get these out of the way first. And into my trash bin, which is just a box of the packing stuff that came with these flowers. While I'm doing this too, one cool thing that they have option-wise that I had debated getting were, one, you can do bamboo sticks instead of the wires for stems. They also had these things, they're like plastic little green tubes. I didn't like the look of them though. I think they're meant to look more like stems because they're a little bit brighter, so they look meant to look more like natural green stems, but they kind of look like lime green to me, so I didn't get them. But they're supposed to like go over the wires or bamboo stems, whichever you choose, and just make the stems a little thicker so they bundle together better. You can also get stuff to just bundle. I think like twine, but who needs twine? Instead, we're just gonna stick them right in the vase. Why not? Let's pull these wires out. these are the leftover flowers that I had out for the other arrangement. So we got this red one, this really big white one. Really extra delicate. You can see on the edges of the petals that it's super delicate. One of the green ones, a purple one, and then a couple of these pink fluffy ones, and then a couple more of the really, as they fall, tiny white ones. So that's what I had left over. Now, there's something stuck on this tape. I just washed it too. What is that? Kind of gross. I don't know what that is. It could just be like adhesive from something though. Yeah, we're gonna assume it's adhesive. Alright, so I gotta pick out a set of flowers. What color scheme do y'all recommend? I'm not gonna make this necessarily a Christmassy one because that was pretty much all the red flowers I have. Pull these back out. So this pack has some of those little green ones, as well as some dark blue, turquoise, and like pink salmon color ones. They look really white. Oh, there we go. Now you can see the color a little bit better. More pink salmon. This bag has taupe, light pink, like a mauve-y pink, and then really light baby green. So those orangey ones in the camera are very orange, but they're actually pink. Still a bit better there. And I've got, I think this is the amethyst pack. So I might save this one for February, since February is my birthday and amethyst is my birthstone. But we've got purples and pinks and grays. And then this is, I think it's like periwinkle something, or no, it was a funny name that was like a cross between periwinkle and twinkle something, I don't remember what. But it's like a light lavender, along with some pink and some gray. This one's very fall. I look at this one, I think fall. So some pinks, some mauves, whites, creams, and then obviously we've got the very multicolored bag. A lot of bright colors in that one. So I don't know if a couple people can name like 2 or 3 colors you think I should work with for a color scheme. Go. While I take a sip and hydrate with Sweetie. Actually, while you're all thinking names, I'm gonna go pour myself some more tea because I'm very thirsty. Okay. What colors does everyone suggest? What colors are we thinking? Got pink, surprisingly. But what are we thinking? There's just so many flowers here. Cool tones. Okay, so like blues, purples, maybe the grays. Yeah. And some peach. Okay, so blues, purples, grays, peach. Cool. So that kind of, I'm gonna take this one out because this is the one I want to save. No, not this one. Which is it? This is the one I want to save for my birthday. Maybe I'll take out, let's see what colors even look nice with it. Just so I can have 2 packs available for myself. Okay, these 2 packs are going by. Those I'm gonna save. So cool tones, we're definitely looking at this one, which has the blues and turquoise and coral. And then let's pull out some blues from this one. There's some really dark blue ones. Some light blue. Ooh, that's pretty, like a lavender color. What do we think? I'm not sure I want to use this one now or save this one. What do we think of this one? It's very skins heavy, but it's kind of some purpley blue colors in it as well. What do we think of this one? Yes? Okay. Like I said, this is the RIT bag, so they send some that are similar to each other, but they all have some sort of flaw on them. Which I don't mind, you don't really notice them. Plus I will say, even like the sets that are supposed to be like perfect, they all have rose petals as well. Like they're so many flowers that they just kind of, and they're really fragile too. Wow, we've got a lot of blue in my RIT bag, which I like. It's gonna make this bouquet easy. Any more blue? There's a lot of taupe in this bag, not much gray, but that's okay. I've got gray in the other bags. Gray or taupe? That's taupe. We're gonna save the taupe because that's more of a warm color. Tag a couple more in here. I think that's everything I want from this one. Okay. This bag away. I think, yeah, this bag won't quite fit the colors either, so we'll save this one. I might use some of the gray and purple from this one, but not the pinks, because those are like ballet pink. But this bag, this is going to be our golden bag. This is all the colors we're looking for. Oh wait, I shouldn't dump them because I'm going to get pieces of flowers sticking out. Okay. So you can already kind of see these as they're laying on the table here. Slash makeshift table of what is it called? Foam board, not foam board. Why can't I think of the word? Presentation board, not that either really. I don't know. Brain is malfunctioning. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, actually I'm gonna use this bag to stick the leftovers back in. Previous project, just so they have a home. And let's just kind of sort these by color. So I've got, kind of show them off as we go too. Got, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. They're very much like a coral peachy color, but it's kind of hard in the camera. It shows it as pretty white. Let's see. Yeah, everything makes it, let's show like a blue next to it so you can see for comparison. Here's some of the dark blue. It's like a, wow, the camera makes it look very, very blue, but it's more of a gray blue. Not quite navy, but pretty gray blue. Then we've got these light fluffy ones. Very peach. 3 of those. We've got a couple that are kind of like roses, but not quite, with skins. Let's get a little closer there. There we go. We've got 4 of these. I really like these. They're very more teal turquoise. In the picture and the camera they look like a bit of like a light blue, but they're more turquoise. And then from the Rip bag, I have these purple ones. They're very similar to the tulipish type ones, the peach ones from the arrangement that we did before. These are more lavender. They look very periwinkle in the picture though. Got these, which are skins. I love the look of these. And then we've got these super dark blue. In the video they look lighter, but they're very dark. You can kind of see back here against my shirt how dark they are. So, we probably won't use all of these. Oh, and then we do have the gray ones. Do I want to use the gray ones? Maybe not. Let's open them up and compare with some of these just to see. I might save them instead. So these are the gray. Maybe do mostly light ones with pops of dark blue. Okay. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea, just because the dark blue is really dark. Do you think I should do the gray, or should I stick to like the coral, the lighter blue, and the teal with a couple of the dark blue? And just avoid the gray altogether. So I'm not sure the gray fits quite as much now as I'm looking at them. Oh, grab my drink. Well, let's just go ahead and start. Let me figure out how long I need these stems to be. Let's see. Okay, so I definitely, I'm just looking at this. This is the full length stem up to here. If I trim them to like there, that should give me enough space to really work with them. Let's just start sticking a bunch. I won't trim them all right away. So we'll start with one of these big ones. And it's got a perfect hole right in the center of the back of the flower. Shouldn't have any issues with the wires sticking. I'm just gonna set them in here while they dry. It's so big. You could also, I'm thinking too, like these wires, probably could get something like them from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever craft store you have. Like you probably don't have to get them from Sola. But I did because they were really cheap. The only thing I didn't love about these stems from Sola is that the site doesn't tell you how long they are. And I asked their support people, like, hey, how long are these? So I know how many packs of 12 to get. And they were like, oh yeah, we're not really sure. Like, and I get that they're just the support people, so of course they may not know, but I was like, that's kind of weird that your support people wouldn't know that. So I'd say if you're not sure what you want to do, get them elsewhere, just to make it easy so you can see them beforehand. So I think I'm going to start with 3 of these and just kind of keep moving on as I go. And we'll see what we need with them. Another thing too, like I'm using a clear vase right now. If I was using a colored vase, or at the very least an opaque vase, I wouldn't really have to do a ton inside the vase to make it look nice. What I would recommend with a clear vase, and I might switch vases later, but if you have a clear vase, I'd recommend getting something to fill the bottom. Whether it's like those glass beads you can get in different colors, or pebbles, or I don't know, green. You could put more greenery in there. You know, like I don't have filler for the arrangement in the basket that I did, but like you could use filler to kind of fill the vase as well. Because obviously these wires, they're just gonna look so bare inside. So alright, I'm done with these pink ones for the moment. They look so white on the screen, which I hope they don't actually look white to all of you at home watching. I'm gonna move this over. Yeah, they still look pretty white. Not as white as they do, but okay, let's move on to these teal ones. They look very blue here, but Spanish moss. Yes, that is a perfect idea. Thank you. That's a really great idea for filling the vase because it takes up so much space without needing a lot of it. It's so fluffy. Wish I could give you a close-up of what this glue pot looks like, but it's so hot that I really can't lift it, and the wire is like it's short, like it's pretty short, the cord. Maybe when we're done and I unplug it, I can lift it up and show you what it looks like. I'm just gonna see this in there. You can see comparison, how that looks with it. I know it's really hard to see on the screen, but I keep saying that. I need to stop saying that. I need to stop being so negative. I need to be more positive about it. If you have a webcam recommendation, let me. Oh, I dropped the wire. If you have webcam recommendations, let me know. Now that my husband's getting his custom computer built, we need to get him a webcam at some point for things so that he doesn't have to use mine. So either we'll get one for him or we'll get me a new one and he'll take mine. Don't know how that's gonna work just yet, but if you have recommendations, let me know. Okay. So let me just hold it closer so you can see the colors together. And then here's the gray. So I know it's very muted right now. Oh, that's so much better. Now you can see the colors pretty accurately. So that's the colors. Like, do we like the gray or no? Don't know yet on the gray. If you say yes, I will do it. Add gray? Okay. Let's do that before the other colors. And like I said before, like I'm putting this in a bouquet. And anytime if I wanted to put these in another arrangement, I can just pull it out of the bouquet and stick it in something else. Or, you know, trim the wire and put it in something else. I had honestly considered too, like, buying certain colors to make like a Christmas wreath out of. And like that's something I could totally do really easily. It's something I really strongly considered for a bit. One other thing I might consider is trimming up a foam block. I might do that. If I do that, I'll do it off camera. I'll have to probably go to the kitchen to grab a knife for it. But it might help me save the stems. I could stick a foam block in the bottom to raise them up and then trim the stems in half so I have double stems. Start to kind of flop all over the place. Okay, so we got 3 of the coral, 2 turquoise, 2 gray. Let's throw some dark blue in. Obviously we're gonna do more of the other colors still, but also I'd love to see other people chatting right now. All you can see in chat is my sister. I love my sister, but I'd love to have other people to talk to as well. I'm sure she would love to have other people to interact with too. Yeah, this one doesn't want to go in. Okay, I think it's in. Doesn't want to seem to move. No, don't apologize, Rebecca. I like having you in chat. I'd love to have more people, is what I mean. Okay, yeah, I can see the contrast of the blue and the turquoise. Let's get some real dark in there, because it's going to look even a little darker. Second Street. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, also I will say, if you're a lurker like me on streams, make sure that you don't have the stream all the way muted. There's like a piece of the pedal stuck in there. Because when it's all the way muted, it actually will not count as a Twitch view. So make sure you have the sound on. Let me double check the exact parameters because I know that there's some specifics with it. Let's see. I don't know. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. So if you want to support me, why does it say naivety? I don't know. That should be mine in there instead. Make sure to set the stream audio super low rather than muting. Because, yeah, Twitch won't count it as a view if you're just muted. I don't know, if you don't want to give me a view, that's fine. Okay. Well, let's do these light blues with the skin. I like these. Gotta double check. I don't know why. I don't remember seeing that before with my Twitch commands for Nightbot. I don't remember seeing that it had a different name on there. I'll have to go change that. That's nice. See, one of these is like. There we go. Stuck in the air. Actually, I'm gonna take a second and fix Nightbot real fast. Custom. Edit that one. Click the edit button. Yes. Becca, you want to try typing the lurk command for me real quick? Make sure it's well, we can make sure that it's working. Okay, perfect. Cool, so that is working now. Great. Woohoo, we fixed it. All right. Okay, let's get a couple more dark blue ones. Actually, we'll do one more. I should probably take a short break, use the bathroom, cut some floral foam. There's words. I can talk. That way we can continue with this bouquet. Not have to worry about not having stems. So, with that, let me show you where we're at with these flowers. You can see. So, ooh, the colors are looking so much nicer there in that shot. You can see all the different colors we're working with for this bouquet. Blues and grays, turquoise and corals. Next, we'll be seeing this color going in. But I'm gonna take a short break to use the bathroom, maybe grab a snack, and then I'll be back in a couple minutes with some floral foam just to kind of make these a little bit more secure in the vase as well. Again, I'm probably gonna get some filler for this at some point. I just don't have any right now, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I've cut some floral foam in half. So I took just one block and made a smaller block. And it's messy, but we're gonna pull all of the flowers out. I'm just gonna lay them over here for a second. And then stick the foam in here. Dang it, it's not quite. I'm gonna mute for just a second so that you don't hear this awful sound. Okay, the foam is in the vase. Just a little bit wider than I thought it would be. So nice and tight in there, which is good though, because it won't come out. So that said, I can pretty much cut these in half and not have to worry about, you know, the stem's not reaching to the bottom, and then later I can just stick filler around the foam. So that'll be really great. Saving some wire here. So I'm just gonna start cutting them. I'm not gonna stick them in just yet because it's a lot to stick in right now without knowing where I want things. Okay. Music's still audible, by the way. Obviously we had some music changes with me going to take a short break. I want to make sure we can still hear the really chill music in the background. All the flowers just kind of stacking up here at the bottom. It's gonna get real bright at the bottom. That's okay. Alright, so that's all the flowers that we have stemmed so far. Looking at these, I think we're ready to stem the purple ones. And now that I cut all those stems, we've got left over. really hollow at the bottom, which means they are not very secure. I'm gonna pull that out and redo that. Like stick it in the, like next to the hole, spot where it's a little bit tighter. There we go. That's better. I can literally see through the flower through that hole, so we're gonna avoid that hole for the moment. Go to the side of it. Okay, so looking at these, I do need to do more of the pinks, I think. Also, I just have to say, I'm so thankful that like hot glue doesn't get that hot. And I can stick my finger on it and not burn myself. Is that hole gonna be tight enough? Let's find out. Okay, so I am super curious, Rebecca, since I know you're still watching. What do you think would be the first color scheme you'd make with Sola flowers? Like, what kind of a ring would you think you'd do to start? Anyone else that's watching, what color? I mean, I'm curious. If you got flowers like these, what would you do first? There we go. Pink blush, white, gray, blue, natural. So kind of like what I'm doing now. Yeah, gotta go, but have fun watching. Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you to the rest of my family as well. Have a wonderful night. I should probably do some more of the dark blues. I've got a number of light blues, peaches, the purples. Let's see, how many gray did I do? Did I just do 2 gray? So I don't want to do any more gray because I think I want to save the other grays that I have for some other grays. Actually, let's just go with what we have. Thank you, Becca. Let's go ahead with what we have now and start sticking them in. Okay, first flower going. See, that height's probably good. Stick in a little further, just in case. Blue one. I mean, the nice thing is I can kind of bend the wire as I put them in. That definitely helps. I like to have at least a general idea of where I'm putting the flower as it goes in. So that's what we got so far. Oh, let's get a little closer. There we go. Let's get one of these big boys in. You know what? I should send out another tweet. Let's do that. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Just did that. Let's continue sticking these suckers in. Do a blue one. Actually, I should probably stick a dark blue one in there as well. Before I forget. These are the accent flowers. We've got so far. That looks pretty cool. Hi Jadis, welcome. Stream's going well. In a few minutes I'll show off what I've already made. This is the second floral arrangement we're on right now. I really want this one. Very hodgepodge at the moment, that's okay. How are you doing, Jada? we've got so far. Okay, here I'm actually gonna hop up because I'm gonna have to kind of sift through these flowers again in a second, but let me show off what we've got so far. Other arrangement. So this is a basket I was doing for Christmas. So there's the flowers we did with a couple like purpley mauve, maroon colors thrown in. It's got lots of red, taupe, which the taupe kind of looks blue on stream for some reason, and then whites and creams and a couple dark greens as well. Again. Yeah, so the bluish ones, like, let's see, like this one here, that one's actually taupe, which I thought was really, really pretty. Very fall themed. So now my sister had suggested earlier that we do something a little bit more like springy and going for really light colors, so peaches, light blues, grays, and like lavender, and then a couple dark blues for pops of color. Go. And so obviously you can see the floral foam inside the vase right now, but eventually, and I didn't buy it in time for the stream, I'm gonna get some filler to kind of put around the floral foam so it looks more like moss and other things. Okay, do a light blue here. What do you use for filler? So my original plan was to get like some fern. Oh, this is like pulling the focus. Funny on stream. I'll just move forward. So my original plan was to get like fern type leaf things and ivy things to go, especially with the basket. But didn't get any in time. Just stuck all the flowers, and I can add those later. For this, my first thought would be like those glass beads you see in some vases. Put those at least in the bottom. And then maybe some Spanish moss or pebbles or something above it. But regardless, I could even use like leaf type fillers in the bottom too to cover up the floral foam. So got lots of different options to think about. Stick this there side. Let's change the angle of the stem. That's better. Okay. Nice, right there. Let's stick that one real quick while I'm thinking about it. Oh, that wire popped through, but I think we're good. That looks nice there. Here's another big one. We'll go for another one of these. There. Do another dark blue. This part's really easy, just sticking them in the foam, because I can kind of just put them in, pull them out willy-nilly. Set that there. Got 3 more that I've stuck already. Gray there. And then that's a real tiny blue, and that one should go somewhere in the middle. Maybe not There's lots of blue already. Lots of turquoise, actually. Let's save that one, because that one's nice and small and can fill in some gaps. There. This is where we're at so far. Set that right there. While I figure out what else I'm using. I should use more with the skins, because I really like the ones with the skins where you can actually see the bark on the flower. Put that now. A dark blue right next to it. Maybe over here. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Looking at the colors on the stream, see what colors I need more of elsewhere. Already it's looking really nice and full, but I think I need some more sticking out to the sides. So let's turn this way so I can see the light. I can do the gray or dark blue. Let's do dark blue there. Maybe a smaller one. Okay. Stop bending the wires before I know how it's gonna go. There. Oh, you know what? Baby's breath would look really pretty in this. Maybe I'll get that for filler. Okay, let's do more turquoise, I think. I really like these turquoise ones. I don't know, are they turquoise or are they teal? I guess they're more teal than turquoise. Especially because they're so light. Or maybe like a sea foam. Let's call it sea foam. I know they probably have like an official name for the color on their website, but I don't know. Not too concerned with it. Dark blue next. Go just a little further in. Okay. Okay. Let's see where I can put this little one before I forget about it. I don't know real good places for it. Let's get the other, need to break out the other pack of stems. We'll cut these in half beforehand so they're prepped. You just make these yourself, gifts, or sell them. So this is my first time doing this. These flowers are wood, so they last forever. or as long as you don't break them, I guess. But they're really soft. You can actually like take it and squish it, and it won't break. And you can actually like get softener to spray on them too, which is cool. But I bought them partly because we have a cat, and real plants are, a lot of real plants are, especially flowers, are hazardous to cats. And I'd rather not kill a cat with flowers. I really love having plants in our apartment. The only plant that I refuse to get rid of, unfortunately, one that's probably the most poisonous. But I love it too much. So we'll see where things are at with that at some point. Like that. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. But my thought process with all this has been like, I just want some pretty arrangements. Oh, thank you. I don't know, flower arranging is just fun to me. I did it at my old job a little bit because we needed flowers outside in like some hanging baskets. So I went to Hobby Lobby and bought stuff, put together different seasonal arrangements to hang outside. I don't know. Flower arranging is just something I've enjoyed ever since trying it for the first time. So yeah. Actually, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna do more gray because I wanted to save the gray. Yeah, there are certain plants that are just not safe for cats to eat, just like there's certain food that you can't let cats eat, and same with dogs. For example, like garlic and onion are really bad for cats. I think for dogs as well. But then plants too, because a lot of food that cats and dogs can't have are plants of some sort. They're just poisonous for them. So I have this one hanging plant. It's kind of like a trailing vine called the philodendron. It's been in my family as long as I have. So it's basically as old as me, if not older. Parents, if you're still watching, correct me on that. But I don't really want to get rid of it. And so I just have it hanging from the ceiling where he can't reach it currently, hoping that he'll never be able to reach it. But we'll see about that. So you just have to be really cautious with certain plants. I don't know how my parents did it. They never had an issue with the cats that I had growing up trying to eat plants, but I think they just disciplined the cats when I wasn't aware. So that's probably what it was. So, yeah, that's the one thing I don't love about being an adult, is that I have to think about these things. I have to be really cognizant of, like, if I'm bringing a plant home, regardless of how much I like it, I have to think, will it harm my cat? First and foremost, because I love my cat. I don't want him, harmed in any way. So that's something I just have to constantly think about, unfortunately. And, flower arranging, I don't know, it's just very relaxing for me, too. This is just a lot of fun. More flowers after this one. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. Let's get that a little closer so it's easier to see. Okay, so have this little baby boy ready to go somewhere here. Find the right spot, because I don't want too many of the same color right next to each other. Maybe over here would be good. No, I want it near some of the pinks. Ooh, right there. Right there would be good. Thank you. These colors were suggested by my dear sister before she left. I got a lot of colors that ironically, they all just really work together nicely, all the color sets that I got. I just didn't know what I wanted to start with. I am saving a couple color sets for later this winter. I think from the consensus I've received from everybody is that people would like to see more streams of flower arranging like this. So I'm hoping to do another flower arranging stream, probably not right away, but maybe like probably early February, because my birthday's in February, and I got a pack that's specifically called like the Amethyst color pack. And it's purples and like some pretty pinky mauves and some grays. And it's just very amethyst color friendly. So I figured that would be a fun one to do for my birthday. Make a little birthday bouquet for myself. So, where are there gaps? There's a gap there. Let's do this one. It's kind of, I think it's, yeah, it's technically green. Maybe it won't go as well then. I don't know. Although I have two greens here. Just do both of them. Just do them in different spots. Because they're very bark and skins heavy, as they would call them. Company that makes them. Their skins if they've got bark, and they're skinless if they don't. So maybe that's what I could do. Do a couple of these. I really like the look of the skins on this. Okay. The trickiest part with these is just not smushing petals with my fingers and sticking the wire in. Okay, so that's where that one is. Very obviously green. That's okay. I think it works. And then green one here. Here-ish. Yeah, right next to the coral I think will look nice. Alright, there we go. There we go. Nice there. Okay, spinning this around, trying to see. Okay, I need a big one here for sure. So I could either do that or that. That's too much blue next to each other. Let's do the coral. I'm just realizing as I stuck this one in the glue, I didn't trim this one in half yet. That's okay. After. Come on. There's so many wires running through this floral foam now that it's kind of hard to stick these in. I could do some, that's kind of like one of the medium blues. I could do a dark blue there. Nice. Yeah, this just looks so nice and full. I love how full this looks. That looks really nice there. And then I've only got blues left. I should see if I've got any more of these peachy colors. Yeah, they're very a lot of like the mauve pinks, bright yellows. I definitely need a coral color there for sure. That's all the pinky grays. Right. There are more roses. And then I think these are the colors that Alright, so I think this looks so much better than I thought it would. I think this might be done. Okay, so there is our arrangement of corals and turquoise and gray, and then some pops of blue in there. Let me know what you think. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm excited to get filler put in the jar, and then maybe some baby's breath in the top. And look at that, I've got 3 blue flowers left over, so those will go in my bag of leftovers for other arrangements. So let me step this to the side. Put this back on. So here are the 2 arrangements that I did today. I'm really excited about how these look. These are gonna be fun because I literally, like, I can put them down somewhere. It's like on my kitchen table. And then when Christmas is over, if I want to put it away, just put a bag over it to prevent it from getting dusty and stick it in storage. Pull it out next year and it'll look just as nice. Yeah. So, I don't know if I want to do anything else on the stream right now. It looks like it's kind of slowed down. But let me know, people let me know what you think. If you want to see more of this, which it sounds like people do, so I'll plan on doing something later this winter. But yeah. Also, like, if people are interested in, like, me doing this, like, and they want to buy an arrangement, let me know that too. I don't know how easy and feasible that would be to, like, pack and ship, but, like, if people are interested in that, I'll explore that option too. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick sip of my nice tea that I have here in case anyone else pops in and wants to say hi, but I think we're just about done. So, this was a lot of fun. Oh, before I do turn off the stream, because people change things up for something other than gaming. Yeah, that was kind of one thing I was like, you know, I love gaming, but this is a nice thing to do too. So let me, real quick, since I'm done with the flowers, let me unplug the glue pot that I'm using. It's really cool. I'll show you guys how it works, because it's not something I'd ever seen before until I bought stuff from Sola Flowers. Okay. So, I'm gonna be really careful to pick this up. But basically, it's just a little, and it's got silicone underneath it, so it doesn't hurt or feel hot on my hands. But it's basically this little pot that heats up when it's plugged in, and then it's got a little hole here, and I just stick the glue right in, and it starts to melt as it touches the metal, which is really cool. And now it's gonna cool, so that I can actually pull the glue out if I need to. I did also get myself a glue gun because I didn't have one. Found out I didn't need it, but I think if I was making something that didn't require the stems, the glue gun would be very handy. Because then I could just stick the glue straight on the flower if I needed to. So yeah, I think that's all we've got for tonight. I'm sorry, it looks like a second viewer just popped in. Can you reheat the glue that melted? Yeah, it's just regular hot glue. So I think I'll either, I don't know if I'm gonna try to pull the glue out of here once it's cooled, but I mean, I could probably just leave it in the pot, and then when I'm ready to use the pot again, heat it up, and I've already got glue in there, so then I can just add the stick when it gets low. Because I started with 2 glue sticks, I probably only needed the 1. Because 2 was a little bit too much, because obviously I've got leftover now. But I did all of this, and every individual flower has a metal stem, and the metal stems have glue to stick to the flower. So, used a good amount of glue and still had a lot left over. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, sorry to the person that just popped in here at the end. But I will see you guys either tomorrow or Monday, but definitely Tuesday, because I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you haven't already, go join my Discord so that you can get updates about when I'm streaming before know, like, at least a half hour before. Yeah, have a great night, Sindrigger. You too, Jadis, and anyone else that's been watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!